See you. Yeah.
It's just a presentation.
Nice to see you. Thanks for letting us park in today.
Oh my gosh, of course, we're doing always.
Okay, so now we're basically just going to go backwards. So this is the gift presentation, and then we'll do Rotary.
This is
here.
your costume.
So
What are we
basically,
doing
just
right
go
now?
back.
What are we doing now? Okay, so that's going to be Dan.
Yes.
Isn't it?
So basically, we're just going.
I know, but this
One,
is
two, three.
Dan, isn't it? What did I write on your paper? Oh, we're doing this one.
Right.
Where is it?
So.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you for gathering here today to acknowledge individuals, businesses, and organizations who make it a priority to positively impact our community by making a difference in the lives of others, which is so, so important to highlight. I wish we had, 3 hours of being able to do this, but unfortunately we only have 30 minutes. So with that, we're going to start with our Yokosuka Sister City gift presentation led by Steve Banta and Samantha Cope Stemlinger from the USS Lexington.
Domo arigato. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa, Gahardo-san. Hajimemashite. Yoroshiku onegai. This is a traditional business greeting in Japan. And we were honored to go to Japan last year, and we presented a Japanese flag back to the family that we were able to find from the, right. And so this is a picture at City Hall in Yokosuka, at our sister city there. And we were really honored to get to bring the flag back to the family. But while we were there, we took the opportunity and we worked with your staff in order to find right here, this is us with a Visit Corpus Christi pamphlet in the City Hall of Yokosuka. And we were able to meet with the international committee. Here's us bringing the flag back to the family. This is what got us in Japan in the first place. But we took that opportunity to meet with the city council in Yokosuka. Sure, okay. I've been asked to talk about the flag a little bit more. And so we had this flag in our archives for many years at the USS Lexington, not really knowing what it was. And we had someone finally translate it for us. And on the flag, when you see it again, if it comes up, but on the top of the flag, it says, "Good luck in battle." And it's a good luck flag, Yosagaki Hinamaru, and the soldiers in World War II would get this flag and they would fold them and keep them in their pocket for good luck. It's signed by their family members, and once we were able to interpret this information, we worked with a nonprofit here in America that finds these flags from service members that brought them back from the war. They get them translated and then find the family members. They found the family members, surviving family members. These kids were 5 years old at the time, and so they're in their 80s. We went back to Japan and repatriated the flag back to the family where it belonged. While we were there, and in our opinion, representing not only the city of Corpus Christi, but the United States in this gesture of goodwill, luckily we were near the city of Yokosuka. And Yokosuka is a sister city for Corpus Christi. So we made some phone calls, we took a trip down to Yokosuka, we actually worked with Wendy and your staff ahead of time, and we brought some coins and some gifts from the city, and we showed up and met with the International Committee there in the city of Yokosuka, and they brought us this gift they gave us to present to the mayor of Corpus Christi on behalf of the city of Yokosuka, and so we're here today to present that to you. There you go.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Now, imprinted on the little plate, there's a little stand with it, but imprinted on the plate is, it kind of shows some terrain, but then it's a face. And the face is Commodore Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry was the first American to go to Japan to open up trade between the United States. It was in 1853 between the United States and Japan. The interesting thing about that too is that the next time Commodore Perry went back to continue this, trade, one of the ships that he brought with him was the second USS Lexington. And so there's history between opening up trade with Yokosuka and the Lexington in that way, and then here we are again with the Lexington and Corpus and Yokosuka and everything else. It all comes back together. So we were honored to represent you there in the city of Corpus Christi, and thank you for all you do, and you can remember that now with this gift from the city.
Thank you.
Thank you
So much. Thank you, Steve. And thank y'all for bringing this back and for going and representing us so well. Thank you. Okay.
Let's do a photo.
Oh, you want to take a photo? Yeah.
A little bag for that as
Oh, yeah, perfect. I'll put it in there.
There's a little thing there about
Yes,
the
thank
old.
y'all. Shema, yeah. No, I can only respond in Spanish. Okay. A rotary. Okay, so Dan, that's yours. Oh God, you got it. Go slow. The Rotarians, how are you? Thank y'all for being here. We're all very color coded. I love it. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you again.
I know.
I just see you.
I know. What's your name? How are y'all?
There you go. Okay. Let's go.
A good order. 3 rows, 2 rows. Which one get?
No, we did.
We got it? Okay, our next proclamation acknowledges Rotary International for their unwavering commitment and exceptional leadership in serving our city. And now Councilman Suckley, our District 4 representative who is assisting today, will read the proclamation.
Thank you, Mayor. Whereas the Rotary Club of Corpus Christi was chartered in 1914, is celebrating 110 years of service to its community and the world. And whereas the Rotary Club of Corpus Christi Northwest was chartered in 1925, followed by the Southside Corpus Christi Rotary Club in 1955, West Corpus Christi Rotary Club in 1966, and the Corpus Christi Evening Rotary Club in 1992. Where are my glasses?
He doesn't have his glasses.
Rotary International is a worldwide service organization founded on February 23rd, 1905, with a membership of 1.4 million professionals and business leaders around the world in 46,000 clubs grouped into 529 districts and 54 zones. And whereas the Rotary motto, service above self, inspires members to provide humanitarian service, encourage high ethical standards, and promote goodwill and peace in the world. And whereas the Rotary Foundation is a public charity that transforms donations into life-changing, sustainable projects that address 7 areas of focus: promoting peace, fighting disease, providing clean water, sanitation and hygiene, saving mothers and children, supporting education, growing local economies, and protecting the environment. And whereas all Rotary clubs in Corpus Christi are engaged in community-based projects funded locally and through the Rotary Foundation, such as Flags for Heroes, Salvation Army Bell Ringing, and the Rotary Youth Leadership Award Camp. The Rotary District 5930 in South Texas and all the clubs are committed to promoting peace in our community, schools, and families. Now, therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as
the mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby proclaim February the 23rd of 2024, 119th anniversary of the founding of Rotary International in Corpus Christi, Texas. And of course, we encourage all citizens to congratulate our Rotarians for their commitment to serve our community. Thank you so much for everything that you do.
Thank you so much for this honor, Mayor. We're proud of our clubs locally, but we're also part of a big global network with over 1.4 million members around the world. It started in Chicago in 1905, and we have grown that much. So our local clubs do a lot in this community, but we also do a lot of work globally, and we thank you so much for this honor today.
Let's take a picture. All right, bring down the firefighters. It's the exceptional commitment. Bring them on. You want me to put one on? I'll slip one on right now. Yeah. Are these my size? Oh, they're heavy. I love it. Love it. Signs we're going to unveil. Caution. Oh, I like that. Where do we put that? Yeah, but you don't see it. Maybe. What if we put it behind up here? Because you won't. Can we put this right in? Oh, well, you're holding. Oh, y'all are holding it. What if we put it here again? Like this.
We just hold it there.
Hold it. Yeah, there. There we go. Okay. I love it. Y'all are crooked. Lower. Okay. Our next proclamation honors the exceptional commitment and team of our Corpus Christi Fire Department. This is an initiative that's been done, every year. Remind me how many years? Where's Stobbs? There you are. Come on. All right, let's just go with a long time, a really long time. And everybody knows, when you fill the boot, you're not just filling the boot. You're doing so much more, and I'll let them talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But we're really proud to have you today to proclaim that, what we're doing today affects so many, and so many of our own as well, friends and family, firefighters, and children that have this disease, and we must continue to bring awareness, and that's what this does in a very, very big way because of who you are and how respected you are in every community. So with that, I will read the proclamation. Whereas the Corpus Christi Fire Department is committed to serving and safeguarding our community on a daily basis, while also offering support to other communities throughout the United States as required. And whereas the Corpus Christi Professional Firefighters Association and Corpus Christi firefighters will be conducting the annual Fill the Boot campaign on March the 8th, March the 15th, and the 22nd of this year, next month. Or is it this month? Tomorrow, right? Yeah, tomorrow's March. To raise funds for the Muscular Dystrophy Association, or MDA. And whereas this year marks, there it is, the 70th anniversary of the long-standing partnership between the Firefighters Association and MDA. And whereas through their participation in this national effort, firefighter organizations across the United States are consistently acknowledged as top contributors to the Muscular Dystrophy Association. So now, therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as the mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby proclaim March the 8th, 15th, and 22nd of 2024 Fill the Boot for Muscular Dystrophy Association Days in Corpus Christi, and we encourage all citizens to recognize the firefighters' efforts and contributions made to support Muscular Dystrophy Association.
You're on board. Let's get Johnny.
How's everybody doing? Mayor, Peter, thank you for having us today in this proclamation. And the only thing I really want to say, you got that? The only thing I really want to say is that what the firefighters do is a direct reflection of the partnership that we have with City Council, the department, city staff. But honestly, it's not possible without you all. You make us successful, and I'm gonna let Carlos talk about it a little bit. But because of Corpus Christians, we're very successful here in Corpus Christi. Thank you.
So again, this is a long relationship that fire departments, and specifically here in Corpus Christi, that we have with the associations and the fire department together. And we can't do it without the association. We cannot do it without the firefighters who are out on the corners filling the boot. And it just shows that while they serve and put their lives on the line to save lives and property, they do so much more for the community and for the nation as they are raising funds to help children, help families that are affected by this terrible disease. And I could not be more proud to be part of the Corpus Christi Fire Department and be able to have a great relationship with the association so that we can take this initiative and push it forward. And for everyone to know, this is one of the top cities raising funds for MDA, and it is just a proud moment for our department, the association, and the city as a whole. So thank you for allowing us to be part of it. Absolutely.
I'm Carlos Torres, retired firefighter, and I'm always proud, Mayor and council members and city manager, to announce some facts and figures, and I bring them every year because I'm so proud of them. Every year, over 1,900 departments fill the boot. In fact, last year, we raised $11 million, and $1.1 million of that was raised by Texas firefighters, okay? Out of the 330,000 members of the International Association of Firefighters, we've been doing it for 70 years now. In fact, nationally, we're the #1 sponsor. Nationally, we've contributed close to $700 million since we started filling the boot in 1954. Bringing it back to home, the Corpus Christi Fire Department and the association and MDA will conduct their Fill the Boot on March the 8th, 15th, and the 22nd at various street intersections throughout the city. We're hoping to raise over $100,000 again this year for the Muscular Dystrophy Association. And we firmly believe that Corpus Christi can do it again. The Corpus Christians have been very generous in filling the boot. In fact, so generous that in March of last year, we raised over $102,000. Now, here's some interesting facts. In the last 4 years, the city of Corpus Christi has been ranked #1 in the 11th district 3 out of those 4 years, which encompasses the states of Texas and Oklahoma. #1. Now, you might ask, where does this money go to that you put in the boot? It helps fund additional research to find a cure and find treatments, MDA care centers, and sending children to MDA summer camp. So, Mayor, thank you very much. Council members, thank you as well, and City Manager and the city staff. And at this time, after our picture is taken, our mayor is going to kick off the Fill the Boot officially. However, our president, Johnny Stobbs, is going to issue a challenge as well. Mayor?
Thank you. Can't wait to hear it. All right. Let me get on this side so I don't cover that up, and then you help me hold that. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, there we go. No. Seven women. I'll put it on. Okay.
I got the challenge. I don't got a challenge, but I can tell you there's one person that's already kicked off our boot, Councilman Pusley. Thank you. He set the bar very high, guys, $100. So there's someone behind y'all, but that's the challenge. We're going to use a bronze boot.
Oh, y'all got a fancy boot. Here we go. Awesome.